All right, everybody, welcome to the back nine coverage of the Rock Road Rumble, part of the Killer Bee series. Here at Endicott Park, I'm Stephen Waits. I'm joined by Aaron Altstadt.
What's up, guys?
We got Andrew Presnell at 6 under, Zackeriath Johnson 4 under, Alan Hooper at 3, and Aaron Walther at 2 under.
This 9-hole coverage here is sponsored by Ripper Studios and Smokin' Aces Disc Golf. Also, the St. Louis Disc Golf Club did a great job cleaning up these courses.
Yeah, we really appreciate them having us out here, and we're looking forward to showcasing this for you. We got a great finish here to the first round. So hole 10 is a par 3, 235. It's straight down this gap, finishing a little to the left. Plenty of guardian trees for the players. The pins in the short spot just past the basket. It does start to slope downhill. That is something that they'll have to think about as they make their approach.
Zackeriath going with the backhand turnover.
The forced turnover is going to go long of the basket, but it does settle in. We've seen some shots skip. The grass is really mowed tight. The Parks Department did a great job getting it ready. The club getting it clean. Allen trying to take the same line. And he hit an early tree.
Andrew looking like he's going to take the same route.
There is a wide hyzer route, but you really have to throw something that's going to skip hard to the left. And you got to worry about it going too far and skipping down the hill.
Looks like Andrew caught that big guardian tree there. Aaron's going to go with a forehand roller.
Come on. Get there. Let's go. Big skip. Go. Big skip.
You wonder if that early limb he hit took something off of it. That's still going to be inside circle 1, so you can't be disappointed in that. Allen just trying to throw something up underneath the basket and does exactly that.
Andrew's got some work to do here. No, I didn't realize Aaron had a right-hand forehand roller. He threw that right-handed earlier.
You are right. Andrews did go past it. It took that downhill slope and went a little long. And this is where the right-hand forehand roller ended up with a birdie. Aaron says, I'm amphibious.
Zackeriath with a birdie putt. Sticks it.
Andrew's putt here went, as you can see, about 15 feet past the pin. He's putting for bogey here. You don't, at this point, you do not want to rush him, and he'll take it. So he's the first bogey on his scorecard. Allen takes his 3. All right, on the hole 11, par 3, 277. This is going to be another left to right shaped hole. Going towards the basket, it is slightly uphill, so you can throw something into it, let it get to the pin. Anything directly past the pin, left and long, will be sloping away though. Zackeriath is 5 under for the round.
Going with that forehand.
Now, Endicott has multiple pin locations on, I believe, every hole. And so you see the tee pad doesn't really follow the path that they're looking down. That's because this tee pad caters to several different pins. They just got to kind of come across it at an angle to get to this one. Otherwise, if you're going to the left one, you'd be throwing over that bush. Aaron was on a great line and just caught that late tree. He's not going to have the birdie putt, but it didn't knock him too far to the left to get him into the trees.
Allen also going with the forehand. Catches some cabbage, but fights through a little.
He's going to stay on that left side.
Andrew going with the backhand low.
He's tied with Zackeriath now after that bogey. You know he's wanting to get one in there. Perfect down the gap. He landed it short of the pin, and it bounced and slid across the dirt, probably about 15 feet past it because of the slope.
Alan hanging out, going out there, and almost hits the camera guy.
There's Andrew's disc from his drive, so Alan went past that, but you can see where they're at in direction to the basket. Aaron trying not to throw it too long, and he'll have that left apart. Here's Alan's comeback uphill here.
Catches a little bit of greenery there.
Right edge of the pin. Zach for birdie. Tough straddle out. You got those two trees that are laying in that are they're just enough to get in the head.
Since it's just long.
He had to get right of those trees, and it stood out there too long.
Andrew with his par putt.
Andrew's coming for birdie here with it. That was his drive back there. Yeah, goes from bogey to birdie. He's really liking that. It's a great pickup, especially with Zach going to be looking at a par here.
Allen finishing it off with a bogey. Zackeriath just sends it through the chains.
You don't want to rush these putts.
It's a tough one to take.
Especially after gaining a stroke on the last hole and you giving it right back, 2-stroke swing on this hole.
Aaron finishing off his par.
Hole 12, par 4, 428. They call this the Blair Witch hole. It's straight away. I mean, the corridor is just right there. There's nothing to worry about. Don't go left or right, of course. Once you get around here, players going to want to land in this area. And then it's another probably 200 feet to the basket. Putter, drop in birdie putt. I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah. Andrew going with the backhand here.
I believe he caught the right side and got kicked deep left side. Hard to pick it up with this low canopy.
Aaron also going with the backhand. Seems like a little high, catches a little bit of cabbage. Then drops in. I mean, he's got to work up the gut. Zackeriath going with the forehand.
There you go. The low forehand, yeah. If he gets through there with that low forehand, he's just going to be going forward with it. He definitely wants that one back. Another foot left, and you're down the middle. Alan here is seeing everything of what not to do. Another low forehand. And he's going to love it right in the middle of the fairway. Andrew's so far left, he's just trying to pitch out straight back to the fairway. And he didn't get out.
Looks like something I'd do.
Trying just to pitch it to the fairway and you can't even get that out, you know you're in the lead.
Zackeriath going with a skip shot.
Right, put him about C2.
He's got a look.
So Andrew, he's still off the fairway, still got stuff to get through just to get back out there, but
pinching yourself to the left is just not what you want to do here.
Yeah, you hate to see somebody have to pitch out twice on the same hole, but that's part of this hole. The Blair Witch hole on either side of the fairway is just dangerous.
Aaron's going with a forehand roller.
Probably got a side circle too, but I have a lot to get through.
Tried to go through the back door route, it just wasn't there.
So Andrew's finally got a look from where you'd want to land off the tee. And he saws it off early. He's gonna do it later. Aaron. So Allen with the cleanest look off for the second shot. And plays it too easy. Just put it down the middle again. Drop in 2 and 428.
Makes it look easy.
Drop in 3, yeah. Definitely made it look easy like that.
Not a lot to get through, but he puts it just right side of the basket as well.
Maybe shooting 4 from there.
You're hoping for a look, just couldn't find one.
That's left for bogey. Zackeriath hoping to make a stroke here. Probably edge of circle 1. Right around that edge of it.
Off the top.
So Aaron's going to take a par. Allen's going to clean up his birdie.
Looks like Zackeriath here has a tough look, really.
Through the trees. And now Andrew, I believe this is just double bogey. Okay. And 310 feet par 3. There's a mandel to the right, shaped right to left until you get right to the basket, and then the basket's kind of tucked away on the right hand side. Anything left of the pin or anything left of the camera from this point on is a steep drop off. There used to be an old basket location down there. I think it's not in use right now.
Quite a few guardian trees to get through. Allen's going with the righty forehand. Skips a little bit. I don't know, skips pretty far up there.
Allen's taking use of the well-beaten end hole here. Not much to slow down a shot like that.
And going with the backhand.
Throws it just as low. Could have had the same result as the previous throw, but looked like he hit something, maybe a root or something just on the ground, kicked it right. Another forced turnover forehand here, it looks like, from Zackeriath.
Sounds a little high.
He was on, if you ask Zach, he was on trajectory for an ace there, and it caught that one of the last trees.
Andrew going with the backhand. Hoping for some skippage.
What a shot. Settles just at the edge of the hill. Inside circle 1, that is huge.
Aaron still hasn't made it to the woods yet.
Tough straddle out just to get it for an upshot. Everything in the way.
Seems a little high. Catches some cabbage.
Allen lays it up underneath the pin. Ready for a par. This is Aaron's third shot. Zackeriath after the kick. Get kicked to the right up into here.
This is a tough putt.
Well
Lucky
done.
chance.
Couldn't have. Sure, he's just glad that it stayed on top, didn't look like another foot that dropped off. Andrew for birdie. So Aaron with the bogey will have 2 tap outs for par. And then we'll be on hole 14.
hole 14, par 3, 425. You got, looks like a nice little hyzer route. If you end up a little short, you got some trees to deal with, but overall pretty easy, simple hole.
Yeah, the bigger arms are really going to like this pin location. There's a deeper pin location that you just want to place a placement shot to get to. But from here, you should be able to see some looks. There's the football game we were talking about earlier. They're throwing out over. Once the players actually get closer to the fairway, we wait on the tee for close to 10 minutes.
Allen here going low.
Ripped it hard, turned it over. I wish I had that kind of arm speed.
Do that often on accident.
Yes.
Zackeriath going to high hyzer as well.
That looks great.
These guys are right over the football team.
Right, just tell the cameraman, stand where you want to throw it, pin high.
Aaron going with the lefty route.
Wants it to turn. He's going to come out of it early. That right side's not a terrible place to be. If you're down on the left, you got to look at the mound of gravel that's in front of it and more trees.
This one's a little short.
And it's just trying to throw something up under the basket here.
Gets the putt off before the whistle. Right under the basket.
Great touch putt. Zackeriath for birdie. Just over that right edge again.
Andrew for his birdie putt.
What a drive.
And a good finish.
Knocking him down.
Hooper also sticks it.
So everything else here is cleaning up pars. And then we got Aaron right underneath it. Hole 15, par 3, 342. This is a downhill into this gap here. Some people might try to crash the high ceiling. As you can see by the basket, it kind of opens up. Forehands can work to get down here with the high hyzer routes. Players have options. They do have to get it left of these trees. There is no Mando, but the way the trees play and lining up with a gap to the basket.
Andrew catches a little bit of cabbage there, drops it just underneath the short pin location. Looks like he's got a look.
Allen opting for the backhand as well. Throws on a good line, just doesn't turn as much as he probably was hoping.
Zackeriath going with the forehand.
Throws it high. So he's looking pin high, crashed through the top gap, but it went a little right.
Hopefully he's got a turbo putt in his arsenal. Got a long lefty here. Looks like he's sending it up high as well.
Trying to catch that high gap, crashing through everything. What a roll back to the basket. Aaron with the park job. Comes over the top, rides the tree down it, rolls it to the pin. Allen, it's sloping downhill, so just even a touch forehand like that could be too much. It floats on by.
Andrew for birdie. Sends it just to the right.
Zackeriath up over.
Just trying to pitch it out there.
Yep. Good comeback. Looks like we're going to take 3 cars and then a birdie from the lefty. Kind of walk up. Oh, I guess I'll be finishing it. Good drive.
Birdie shot. Hole 16, par 3, 280 feet. Looks like it's mostly uphill.
Basket's setting right up just next to these guardian trees. Players are going to look for a left or right turn and backhand unless you're Aaron. Aaron's playing everything backwards for us. Aaron hit an early tree there. I think it was early and kicked left, and our catch gun couldn't find it.
Andrew with the backhand. Sends it up a little high.
Perfect shot though, circle 1 putt.
Good shot.
Right where you want to be here. Allen trying to throw a forehand just into the hill right at the basket.
This green looks a little dangerous to me. A lot of rollaways, I'm sure. And looks like he gets a tough kick off a tree. Still about pin high. Zackeriath also going with the forehand.
Yeah. Going for that skip.
Yeah, there you go.
Just couldn't get it. But he's in circle 1.
He knows that disc. He knows it's going to get the momentum, the ground play.
Allen just going to send it, just couldn't get it to the basket.
The consistency from Allen and Aaron with these up shots, putting them right in the mulch. Definitely wish that's a trait I could pick up. Just over the right edge of the pin.
Zackeriath for birdie. And barely
Caught
gets
it.
it to
It wanted
stay.
to sneak out to the right and it stayed in.
It's a local love. Even though it's not local anymore. Andrew finishing off with the birdie.
That's right. Zach moved to Louisville, Kentucky. Hooper's out here shooting baskets. Hole 17, par 3, 324. This is a great look to it. It's not just an open straight shot. You got to get over this middle grove of bushes, and then it's got, for this pin location, it's got to stay out to the right and finish into these trees. There's a pin location that's short and left. This is probably one of the most difficult ones on the course as far as shot selection. Everybody's pretty much throwing that right hand, backhand. Glide is just up, slightly uphill. Probably a putter or a mid-range for all these guys here. Andrew executes it perfectly. Got a great kick and just slides it right underneath the pin.
Amazing shot.
The course is on his side today. Zackeriath is 2 back. He's needing to get something close to be able to stick with it. He's going to turn it over way too much than he would like.
Looks like he was laying up for par. Aaron, the lone lefty.
It stayed out there too. He's going to have a tough one. All right, Allen's Last on the tee here, he's 3 under right now. He can put something up there close and keep in it.
He also ends up in. Whoa! Hey, look at that.
Fights through.
Circle one.
I mean, that's all you want. Like, it don't matter how it gets there. Give yourself a look. Aaron's probably like just inside circle 2, but yet he's gonna have to throw to this higher and further upward than he would forward. And he still didn't get as far as he wants. There's so much of a canopy surrounding this basket.
And he just couldn't convert.
Hitting something right there in front of him.
Zackeriath just giving him just a little roll out.
We got this for par. And he's been sending them. If he's missing the chains altogether, he's just right of them. The basket's been catching anything near it. And Aaron with this great recovery, especially being deep left, having to throw over everything to get to that point.
Zackeriath finishing off with a bogey. It's a tough one to take. Tough pill to swallow.
Andrew's gonna take a 2-stroke difference on this hole right here, this shot. With 1 hole to go.
It's a great birdie. Hole 18, par 3, 390 feet. Looks like you gotta fight through quite a bit of guardian trees here. You got the path OB, and there's also a tennis court and a parking lot to the left that's OB. Really shouldn't come into play, but I'd find it. Basket's on the edge of a hill, so you got some rollaway opportunities there.
Anything over the river walking path, then you're gonna have a circle 2 to circle 1 putt. Basket sits on that hill, like you were saying, give him some backdrop. Andrew with the roller over everything, all the way to the tennis court, and then back to the basket. Yeah, and that's circle 1 long with probably a 400-foot roller shot. Don't have to worry about trees when you just slide past them all.
Aaron with the lefty look.
Throws it high, anything on that direction, you got to be low. There's so much you get caught up in, and that's exactly what happens. He gets to the other side of him, so it's going to give him a slightly easier upshot to the basket. Allen looks like he's going to take the forced turnover air shot.
Looks like he catches an early tree as well.
Catches an early tree and maybe rolls to the right just a little bit.
What's Zackeriath got here? Rolling.
Zach.
Oh, what a roller.
Rolling ramps over the path.
Off the tree, back to the basket.
Too good.
We almost seen a roller skip ace off the tree. Allen, so he did get pinched off to the right, but he's got a clear stance.
Great upshot.
Great upshot. Again, just a machine with these upshots. Now Aaron's trying to do the same, stick it close. Him and Allen have been battling at that 3 to 4 under mark. I have a little bit of work downhill. Don't know if it's going to be obstructed. So Andrew is marked for circle 2 here.
Looking at a birdie.
Right on the edge of these circles.
Great putt.
There it is again.
Gets
Like
it to
just
stick.
floating those putters into there. Straight center chains. What a way to finish off round 1.
Aaron's got himself a tester with all the trees in his way and a downhill look. but he's got the advantage of being a lefty.
You ever tried putts like this when you're in that much trouble?
Yeah, it doesn't end up very well.
No. Mine never does that. Great putt, great recovery. He'll finish 3 under. Zackeriath with the near skip ace roller will get a birdie and go 4 under for the tournament. And Alan will take 3 under. I believe him and Aaron are tied. All these players will be joining us for round 2. It was tee times for rounds 1 and 2. So no matter how they did, they'll be back on round 2 coverage at Carrollton Park.
Andrew Presnell with 9 down. Zackeriath Johnson, -5. Alan Hooper and Aaron Walther will be both -3 starting off tomorrow.
And as we said, regardless of their scores here or against the rest of the field, they'll be on the round 2 coverage. So overall leaderboard, Andrew 9 under. That was a 10:36 round. Corey Falcons is 8 under. Richard French, Scott Paul round out the top 3. Max and Zackeriath both 5 under. There is a 5-way tie for 7th between Alan, Aaron, Ryan, Michael, and Jesse Jacobs.
Thank you for joining Sky Heiser Productions round 1 coverage of the Rock Road Rumble. Peace.